Hey guys, it's Tony here at Gamefreakblog again, just bringing you another video. This one is the promised second part of the game that I had around about a week or two ago. It was the video entitled, Do You Get Gamers Block, that I put up on. I'll click up the link so you can click on that and watch the first part if you actually missed out on it. And the kind of whole point for that video is that I was talking about Gamers Block, and every so often, what happens to me is I won't play a game for a while, such as Bad Company 2 Vietnam, what I'm playing now, or Call of Duty, or something that's kind of like more competitive rather than single player, or something along those lines. You know, I can put games on like classic retro games, stuff like Mass Effect, single player stuff that I've been playing recently, such as 007 Bloodstone, whatever. I could put those on after weeks of playing, and I'm still kind of in the zone with them. But my whole point for that video is the multiplayer stuff, such as like Bad Company 2 and whatever. Sometimes I'll put it on after I haven't been, maybe a week. I won't have a week of playing it or something like that. And it just takes me about 10 games to get back into the flow of it. You know, it's that whole muscle memory thing, you've just got to almost kind of like relearn it again. And so this is the part 2 of the one that I put up, which, you know, again, we were still on the same team. I held down a couple of parts like this section here. I kind of thought I held this down quite well. Now, as what happened in the first video, the other team were just completely and utterly dominating us. There was just nothing we can do. What I usually kind of do in the Conquest games, and what I think most people do, and it happens for both sides, is you just zoom in and try and get the very first flag that's closest to you. So ours was in the temple, and we shot up there, you know, managed to get that flag. And as soon as we did, you know, the other team were already on the second flag already. We just got the one. And no one was really playing as a team. Everyone was just kind of running around doing like the lone wolf type scenario. And I just got caught here. I kind of held them off quite well, as you can see up on the hill. You know, people were running up there and doing the correct thing, as in, you know, they'd if the teammates were killed, they'd stay down out of cover, wait for the team to respawn on them, and then start charging down to take the flag. And I took most of them out, not from that little technique that you saw there, which was, it's something that only as real hardcore Battlefield Bad Company 2 players know. The whole shooting through rocks technique. Yeah, it never fucking works, but I keep trying it anyway. As you'll probably see in a second, I think I'll try the same thing here. You fucking dumbass. But I kind of held this down pretty well. I kind of thought, you know what, if we can kind of hold down this flag, we can start to move up and take the other. We held it all down. We got rid of the teams. We're starting to come up here. The gunboat here, the bloody gunboat's the bane of my fucking life in this game. Yeah, that's right. Try and shoot it through a load of bush. That'll really work. So yeah, so we kind of started to run up here. That was a spawny kill. I don't know how I got that one. To take the second flag, and they were just all over us. It was just domination all the way through it. Splat. Thank you. The whole, you know, I'm not that, but there's loads of people who talk about the revive stuff and whatever in Battlefield Bad Company 2. And lots of people don't like being revived, and some people, you know, really kind of argue against it and everything like this. Now, I don't mind it when someone kind of like revives me. Take that, GI. I don't mind if someone kind of like revives me when it's not really busy, but that all the time in this bloody game, you know, I'd run up and we'd be being stormed and I'd be being taken out, and as soon as it, just here again, look, you know, I think I lasted about another bloody 5 seconds in this bit. And it's just, there's just no point, you know, reviving people if there's a massive gunfight. I just don't really see the point of it. You know, the time's spent better trying to actually kill them, and then if there's still enough time, you know, revive me after that, or just let me bloody spawn on it. But I don't know. It's just this game. It was just really bad. I've got about another 6 or 7 really kick-ass games that I've been having on this quite recently that I'm going to upload soon. This guy in this corner here, bane of my life. This guy who was just kind of sitting out. He was just camping. Every time we kind of came back into this temple to try and take it, he was hiding around another corner. And so I've just fast forwarded through like a few bits in here, just to kind of like speed it up. It just takes ages. But I'm always on the lookout to play good games with people. I've had some great games with, I don't know if anyone on here is on Twitter, I'm sure you are, but there's a fantastic forum, a fantastic bunch of guys called the Gamerdads, and it's literally just as it sounds. It's a bunch of dads, that when they've got the time, through going out and earning the daily bread and raising the kids and all this kind of thing, they get together and have some games. And I've had a few games with them. They're an absolutely fantastic bunch of guys, and some of the Battlefield games that I recorded with them are some of the better footage that I've got. So I will kind of like upload those later. But as I said, I'm always in the mood for having a game with people. So if you want to get some Battlefield games going, by all means, just drop your gamer tag in the comment section. If you're not kind of comfortable with that, just send me a direct message either on here or on YouTube. Get in touch with me on Twitter. Get in touch with me on the blog. Whatever it is that you want to do, because I'm more than up for recording some footage. And this is for kind of like most multiplayer games. If you want to do Battlefield, if you want to do Modern Warfare, if you want to do Black Ops, whatever it is, just get in touch with me and give me a bit of a comment. Let me know your tags and we'll get some games going. But it's just kind of really infuriating when you're kind of like in this, and I don't mean this to sound like horrible, but when people aren't really playing the kind of like game modes. It's like when you're playing Rush and you're on the attacking side, and you just get people in your own team kind of like camping. It's like, what's the point? That's not how we're going to kind of like win this game. And everyone can play the game how they want. Who's anybody to dictate to anybody how they should sit and play a game? It's just not at all. But I think you kind of get a lot more fun out of it if you kind of at least try and stick to the kind of like game modes. If you're playing, Rush and you're the attacker, attack. If you're playing Rush and you're the defender, camp. That's kind of the roles that it's there for. And the stuff with like conquest and everything as well. If you just want to stick and camp on one flag and defend that flag, then that's kind of like brilliant. But just kind of like study the game modes like a little bit more. It kind of it's the whole reason why I love Bad Company 2 and the Battlefield games on multiplayer more than the Call of Duty games. And I don't want to start it into a flame war or anything like this, but it's just because it's a lot more team orientated in Battlefield. It complements my playing style like a little bit more. Lots of the times, even when you're playing good teamwork in the Call of Duty games, it does kind of favour the run and gun approach. You just tend to kind of, you see lots of videos on YouTube and no one's really kind of like coordinating everything. Whereas lots of the games I've had on Battlefield 3, you're just getting shouted at all the time. Oh, they're trying to take C. Oh, they're doing this, and and it I don't know, it just appeals to my kind of like gaming ethos like a little bit more. But again, you can watch videos to your heart's content, and you can play any game to your heart's content. And if you like camping, if you like sniping, if you like doing that, just do it. Just just do it. But just bear in mind, especially with the Battlefield games, the kind of game that you're playing. Is it going to be beneficial for you? In a game of Rush and you're the attacker to sit and camp? It's probably not. Yeah, sure, you're going to get a few kills, but that's all you're going to do. You're going to get a few kills. Whereas if you're a bit more mobile, you're taking down the objectives that you got to go for. You're racking up the points and everything like that as well. So why not just try it out? I think I'm just waffling here, guys. I'm just kind of like going on just because this gameplay is like a little bit lame and boring. But just to make up for this, I will put up some cracking videos. I think I've got the one on somewhere where I know it's not the most rare thing that you've ever seen, but the one where I actually took a gunship pilot out with my sniper rifle from the gaming equivalent of about a mile away. That was quite enjoyable. So guys, anyway, it's Tony from Gamefreakblog again, just bringing you the second part of the video. Sorry the commentary's been a little bit lame, but I'll put the link up to the first one. It'll probably work out in some kind of context. So I'm signing out for this evening. Take care, guys. Speak to you soon.